everyone and welcome back to Joys That Flies. If you're new here, my name's Alyssa and I deal with the crochet side of this channel. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet these cute little scrap yarn flowers. To make these flowers, you're of course going to need some yarn. And as I've called these scrap yarn flowers, you can use whatever kind of yarn you have lying around. Today I'm going to be using this yellow yarn here. It's a DK weight and 100% acrylic. Next you're going to need a crochet hook. I'm using a 3.5mm. You can use the same size as me or any size you'd like. If you're a little unsure on which size you should use for your yarn, check the description as I've put a few links down there that should help you work out which hook size is best for you. And last but not least, you're going to need a pair of scissors and a darning needle to sew in all of our tail ends. We're going to start by making a slip knot, and you can use any method for this. Then once we've got that onto our hook, we're going to start by chaining 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then from here we're going to find the very first chain, so this one here. We're going to pop our hook into it and we're going to make a slip stitch. So you're going to yarn over, pull through that stitch and then pull straight through the loop on your hook. And if you open this up, you'll see that this has created a small ring that we can now work into. From here we're going to chain 1, and this is not going to count as a stitch. We're now going to make a single crochet into our ring. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both of those loops. Then chain 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then from here make another single crochet back into our ring. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. So this has just created a little loop, you can see right here. This is our first petal, and we're just going to repeat these steps until we have 5 petals in total. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then we're going to make a single crochet back into our ring. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. So that's our second petal. Now as we work around our ring, I like to just work over my tail end, so I like to just hold it against my ring and work over that as well. So let's make our third petal. We're going to chain 5, just like this, and then we're going to make a single crochet into our ring. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then repeat that to make our fourth petal. So again, chain 5, and then we're going to make a single crochet back into our ring. So you can see we've created 4 of our petals. When we make the 5th, we're going to start in exactly the same way. We're still going to chain 5, but then instead of making a single crochet into our ring, we're going to slip stitch into this first single crochet here. So this stitch right here. You're going to pop your hook into it, just like this, and make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through that stitch, and then pull straight through the loop on your hook. And this is just going to close the round off for us. And there we are, that's the end of round 1. So you should have 5 petals, which we're now going to work into in round 2. To start round 2, we're going to chain 1, and this doesn't count as a stitch. Now we're going to be making the next few stitches into this first gap, or our first petal. We're going to start by making a single crochet. So insert your hook into this gap here, yarn over and pull up a loop. Then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Next, we're going to make a half double crochet. So yarn over your hook, insert it into the same gap, yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. We're now going to make 3 double crochet. So yarn over your hook, insert it into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops. So that's our first double crochet. We need to make 2 more into the same gap. So remember, pull through just the first 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. That's 2, and let's make our third one. Remember, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then through the last 2 loops. Then we're going to make a half double crochet into this gap. So yarn over your hook, insert it into this gap, yarn over, pull up a loop, then this time yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And last but not least, we're going to make a single crochet into this gap. So insert your hook this time, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So this is what your first petal should be looking like. We've made all of these stitches into the same gap. Now, just to secure our petal in place, we need to find the single crochet that's in between our petals from the previous row. So this stitch here, you're going to pop your hook into it, just like this. You can see this stitch here, and we're going to make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through that stitch, and pull through the loop on your hook. There we are. So we're now going to repeat all of those steps into each of our petals. So we've got 4 petals left. Now I'm going to do one more petal with you. Hopping over to our next gap, we're going to start by making a single crochet into it. Then back into the same gap, we're going to make a half double crochet. Then we're going to make 3 double crochet. So here's our first one. Then here's our second one. Remember, we're working all of these into the same gap. And finally, here's our third double crochet. Then we're going to make 1 half double crochet. And last but not least, we're going to make a single crochet. Then to secure our petal in place, we need to find the single crochet from the previous row. So this stitch right here, you're going to pop your hook into it, and we're going to make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through that stitch, and pull straight through the loop on your hook. Just like this. So if we have a quick look at our flower, this is what it should be looking like so far. So you're just going to go ahead now and repeat this into the last 3 petals, and I'll meet you back when you get to the end of that. So I'm just coming up to the end of my 5th petal. I think I've just got a half double crochet and a single crochet left to make. So once you've finished your 5th petal, instead of slip stitching into a single crochet, like we've done in between our other petals, we're actually going to slip stitch into the beginning chain 1. So that's this stitch right here. You might need to pull your work apart a bit. So you're going to pop your hook into it, just like this, and you're going to make your slip stitch exactly as before. So pull through that stitch and pull straight through the loop on your hook. Then from here you can chain 1 to fasten off, and you can go ahead and cut your yarn. And remember to leave a nice long tail end so that you can sew this in afterwards. Pull that through so it's nice and tight. And there we are. So this is what your flower should be looking like. Now, if you're like me and you have a bit of a gap in the center, all you're going to do is you're going to pull this tail end at the back, this one here. If you pull that nice and tight, you'll see that that's just going to close up the gap in the middle. One of the things I love though is that if you want to leave that gap there, you absolutely can. And all you've got left to do now is you're going to grab your darning needle and you're just going to weave in these tail ends that we have. And there we are, you now have your very own scrap yarn flowers. Folks, I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. If you have any questions or any video requests, drop me a comment down below. It would also mean so much to us if you could subscribe to our channel and if you could give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you next week in my next tutorial, but until then, happy crocheting!